All right, so here's a project I've wanted to take on for quite some time. I'm just now getting some good weather for it, and figured what time better than now. So the previous owner had built this huge industrial-sized greenhouse. So I was only able to salvage about a third of it. And I used to come all the way down here to this fence line, and what he left behind was all crushed by a winter storm before when we first moved here. So I salvaged what I could, tore down the rest. All the piping was damaged, everything was ruined. But there's thousands of these little black planter boxes that he had left. And we've already cleared out at least this much, if not twice as much. But now I want to finish cleaning this so we can actually make this a goat pasture. We put goats in here earlier to kind of eat down what we could to make this a little easier for myself to kind of clean up. But there's all this leftover black flooring through this whole area. So what I plan on doing is tearing it all up, cleaning all the growth off of it, throwing all the growth back. And then I'm going to take my tractor and my discer, and I'm going to disc this whole back of this pasture. And then I'm going to reseed it with grass, maybe throw some alfalfa mix in it, and then I'm just going to kind of drag it to cover it and see if I can't get this to seed up and turn this into another pasture for my goats. We're getting a pretty good sized goat farm going here. We got fiber goats, we got meat goats, and we have dairy goats. Here's a couple of our bucks right here. I've been throwing stuff over to them. That's our fiber goat. We just sheared him, and that's Lewis. He's our new bower. We just got him this year. He's our new breeding buck. We're going to get these guys out, so this will be another pasture for them. So we can let them graze in this pasture, and then once they've eaten this down, I'm just going to put a gate here. We can open the gate, bring them down here. So now we can use all this space. Biggest thing I'm kind of finding with our farm is any space I'm not using is costing me money. This is another pasture I can use, so it's costing me money and hay to supplement their food. So I'm just going to go to try to capitalize on every square foot of our farm. We're going to try to capitalize on it. So here's a video of what I'm starting with. This big mess, big tall weeds, all this trash. I'm going to pick all this up. I've been pulling weeds and throwing them on this dog for a while. Look at the pile I got him before he finally got up. You big doofus. Alright, after almost 3 hours worth of work, I only got these two sections right here and right here cleaned up. What I'm finding is taking me forever. This whole pile right here of planter boxes was in about the last 3 or 4 feet of these two rows. So I'm guessing that this is just scratching the surface of what's actually underneath here that I can't even see. So you can see right here there's tunnels and stuff underneath it, so pretty fresh dirt. But every one of these little planter boxes is actually full of potting soil. So I'm dumping each one out, and I'm pushing everything to one side of the mat and then dumping the mat over. So this will be from this row and then this one and so forth. And I'm hoping that way when I come back and disc everything, and I'm probably going to see if I need to buy a plow, get a plow and turn everything over and then disc it and then reseed this whole area. That stuff will all go back underneath with all that good potting soil and kind of create some pretty good soil in here. So yeah, this is going to be a lot bigger project than I thought. This is probably going to take me a couple of days to get this all clean. So here's after close to 4 hours worth of work.